Welcome to the podcast for truth. Today, we'll be talking about why you find yourself unsatisfied. We'll be talking about the void, your replacement, your distractions, the funnel vortex, and how your body, mind, and heart work, getting in touch, and finally, choose enjoy to surrender. We'll dive deep into why that sense of unsatisfaction that you keep running yourself into is never going to stop appearing if you don't do what I'm going to be telling you throughout this video. And stay by the end of this video because this is pretty much a word puzzle that you have to understand. Because choosing to enjoy to surrender means allowing yourself to experience what it would be like if you actually were satisfied. So stick to the end of the video and I'll dive deep in everything. Let's start with the void. What is the void? You are a void. Right now in your life, think about it. You keep on munching on food. You keep on smoking cigarettes. You keep on finding ways to escape your problems. You're constantly moving around, but it's like you're trying to feel and you're trying to fill, but you're not finding the way to actually stop feeling and filling. You're feeling this sense of unsatisfaction. Like there's something wrong with your life. There's something that you cannot put your finger on that is wrong. And at the same time, you're trying to feel the void and try to suppress those feelings. But the problem is, you're never going to fill the void because the void is unfillable. You're not meant to find things outside of yourself or watch the next podcast or learn about the next big thing. You're not meant to find what you're looking for out there somewhere. You are meant to go within to your heart, to your mind, and to your body to actually start understanding the void. So you can stop filling it and start actually nurturing it. So you can start creating. Instead of leeching off of other people, you create what you want to experience. Because I know you. I know that you want to live your best life. You're looking to make more money. You're looking to have that desired lifestyle where you're actually free, full of peace, enjoying your bliss. You're out there living in your dream home with your dream partner. You have everything. Prosperity is not even a problem. But to get there, you have to stop looking for things out there to satisfy you. And instead, start thinking of yourself as already satisfied. Because you are highly capable of achieving everything that you want to achieve. The only problem up until now was that you were getting in your own way. That's why we'll be talking about replacements. You were feeling this sense of void, like you had a hole in your chest, like you had to fill it up with other things. Maybe that was sex, maybe that was drugs, maybe that was alcohol, maybe that was cigarettes, maybe that was food. I can tell you this for a reason, and let me tell you a story. Not too long ago, I used to have a problem with food specifically. Every time I was faced with a challenge in my business, in my work, or with my relationships, I used to feel this sense of unsatisfaction. Like there was something that was undoubtedly wrong with me or wrong with the present situation. Therefore, I felt the need to escape. How can I stop feeling this in my body? I don't like this. I don't like feeling this way. And I used to have so many overthinking thoughts. I used to think about what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do to solve the problem? I used to overthink and overthink and overthink, which would actually worsen the problem. And I started feeling even worse than what I was feeling. And it got to a point where there was so much energy going through my body that was so dense that it kept me so down that I realized that there's no other way to feel better than eating. And all of this unconsciously. It's not like I was feeling bad and I thought, let me just go eat a pizza. No, I was actually feeling so bad that unconsciously my body led me to eating something that would give me some quick dopamine, that would give me that quick rush of, I'm gonna feel better. So I would go to the kitchen, open the refrigerator, I would look at whatever there was on the fridge and eat the first thing that I saw. And the problem with that is that not only did I worsen my situation even more because I ate and food has already some energy to it, it made my body even more dense. And on top of that, I felt guilty and ashamed. So that was even worse. So I kept going down and down and down. And then it got to a point where I was feeling so down that I didn't know what else to do. So I started smoking. And I remember going out to the part of my house where like it's open and I got literally the terrace, if you could call it that way. I don't know how to call it. And I would go out there and I would just look at the stars and just smoke because I couldn't escape those problems anymore. Like, where else was I gonna go? And it got to a point where I realized that there is no escape because all I'm doing is replacing the fact that I'm supposed to feel this. I'm not supposed to resist the feeling, but instead actually feel it. That's when the experience shifted for me. When I realized that it's not about replacing everything with something, instead about feeling everything that I'm feeling so that I can finally let go of that feeling, understand it, let it go, and it's done. So instead of trying to replace your desire to fill that void and your unsatisfaction, just breathe. Breathe and give yourself a moment to actually feel what you're feeling. You're supposed to feel what you're feeling. The only problem is you keep on trying to add more and more and more and more, and that keeps worsening your situation. And you're not even aware of that unconsciously. And I tell you because I lived through this. And it's terrible. It's a terrible place to be in. And it's easy to get out of it. It literally just takes a shift of mindset. It goes from how can I escape my problem to what am I doing that is causing me to resist this feeling? Or what can I do to accept the situation? Or what is this experience teaching me? There's 3 questions for you. Just use them. Ask yourself these questions. Once you do, you'll shift the experience, the perspective, and the way that you're looking at it. And it'll all go away as quick as this. It's all you gotta do. Only feel it to heal it. Dolores Cannon and so many other people say it. Just feel it to heal it. Let's talk about distractions. Because the only way you're actually gonna feel it to heal it is if you stop distracting yourself from feeling it. One thing is trying to replace it, which is probably what you're already doing. And I don't want to judge you. I don't want to shame you. I know how it feels. You don't know what to do. You don't see a solution near you in your environment. It's all filled with problems and more dense energy, and you're feeling so empathic and intuitive and you don't know what to do. I don't find another situation. That is probably what you're telling yourself. But there is. The only problem is you're distracted. You're distracting yourself with so many things out there that you're not giving yourself enough time to connect in here. That is all it takes, quite literally. Instead of distracting yourself, close your eyes with me and just enjoy the silence of being, of existing, of being here right now. This present experience is truly the only solution that you're ever going to find out. You don't need to figure things out. You might be running into a million different problems. Your job right now sucks, and I get it. You're probably finding all the solutions. You're looking for all the solutions. You're solving all the problems. You want to figure every single step down the line. But only if you connect with your breath right now. Enjoy the silence of existing and being here. Will you be able to take that next best step to go down that line? You're never going to figure your way out of this. It's not meant to happen that way. Instead, you go within, connect with yourself just for a second, and then Allow yourself to experience all those feelings. Because when you allow yourself to experience all those feelings, you realize finally that you were avoiding feeling solitude. Let that sink in. You were avoiding feeling solitude. Your solitude is the only way that you can ever connect with yourself. And nothing out there will ever give you the same experience that you're trying to feel that you're not aware that you're trying to feel. You want to connect with more aspects of yourself. And that's why we're going to go into the faunal vortex. Finally, you have to have an open mind for this. What I'm about to tell you is probably going to shift your perspective. It's about letting the experience come to you from here on out. Because what I'm going to tell you is pure concept. It'll probably sound out there, but just stick with me here. Let it unravel as you go, and you can use it to find experiences that actually prove that this is true. But let's start. What is a funnel? A funnel is basically this: a way to get a lot of content into a little vessel, right? You can see ClickFunnels, which is a funnel in marketing, a little funnel to pour water into a cup from a long, big jar, you could say. And then you have your aura. Your aura is another funnel. You get your thoughts, ideas, and the energies and vibrations from your heart, and that is a funnel. Now that is very spiritual and deep, but let's think about the funnel vortex. First of all, what is a vortex? A vortex is basically like the universe. It is something that goes and spins around into one single point in the end. Now, I could draw it for you, and it would look something like this. It starts at a point, and then it just moves around on the same place, but it's always coming back to the same place. That is a vortex. A funnel vortex starts with your senses. What are the 5 senses? Your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, and your hands. Your 5 senses are the top of the funnel. What is the top of the funnel? That is the way that you interact with reality. Whatever you perceive as real is only real because you can perceive it as so. That means you can actually touch it, smell it, see it, hear it, or speak it, or someone is speaking. That is the only way you can perceive reality, right? If you close your eyes, you can still listen. That's why you know you're real. If you close your ears, you can still listen to your mouth, and so on and so on. Everything that exists in reality only exists because you can perceive it through your 5 senses. That is the top of the funnel. Now, what is the middle of the funnel? Your heart. You perceive reality through your 5 senses, but the energy that you perceive from this reality is not perceived through your senses. It's perceived through your heart. Whatever you're feeling, sensing, and is coming from your heart. The energy that is around me right now, you're sensing it. You're probably sensing my doubt. Did you catch that? Because this is a new teaching, and I'm teaching it to you as I'm speaking it. I'm not 100% sure that this is true, but let me be vulnerable with you. Let me tell you that I do not know everything. I only understand things as I say them. So you are being part of this process. You are understanding a concept that is coming through me that I do not believe might be true yet. Therefore, I'm allowing it to become true. Now, that is the feeling that you're sensing, because you do not perceive reality only through your senses. You feel reality too, and that happens through your heart. Now, finally, what is the bottom of the funnel? You cannot see it, but your gut, your instincts, your intuition, whatever drives you forward with no thinking at all. It just impulses. It's literally like it's a force that comes out of you. It just boom. It doesn't have a notion of what reality is. It only keeps you safe. Your ego, you could say that. You perceive reality, you feel reality, but you're also safe from dying thanks to your gut instinct, to your intuition, to your ego. The only way that you're still alive is because your ego has kept you protected, safe and protected. Back in the history, it was trying to keep you inside the cave when you could have been eaten if you got out of the cave. Nowadays, it's scrolling on TikTok for the whole day, not going after your purpose when you know that's what you're supposed to do, or staying stuck in the same job even knowing that it's possible to get out there and do what you love. That is your ego protecting you so that you do not die. Back in history, you could have died. Now, you're not dying. The only problem is you think you're dying. You're perceiving it as such because it's so embedded in your gut, in your programming, in your beliefs, in the way that you perceive the outer reality from your ego, from your gut, from your instinct, that it might seem true. You might think you're going to die, but that's not true. Now, that's been the first part of the funnel. You, me, this body is one part of the funnel. I perceive reality. I feel reality through my energy, my emotions, and my aura. I sense my reality through my gut instinct and my intuition to impulse me somewhere. But where is the vortex part of the things? The vortex means it's coming back to me, right? So if I'm a funnel, I perceive reality through my senses, I feel it, and then I impulse you, or the out there in your case. That is the other side of the funnel. And what I just explained happens the same way, just that mirrored, just like in the picture, it's mirrored. For you, I am the other side of the funnel. Whatever I perceive as reality, whatever I feel as reality, whatever impulses me as reality, is what you're gonna feel, what you're gonna impulse yourself, and what you're gonna perceive as reality. It's only happening in a certain way so that you can understand it however it feels best for you. Woman, or the feminine energy, understands through the heart. I can tell you a gazillion different words. I could teach you a gazillion different concepts. But if you sense reality primarily through your heart, it's not about what I'm telling you, but how I'm making you feel right now. That is gonna get you to understand what I'm trying to teach you. If you're a man, or if you're masculine energy, you're gonna perceive reality through the things that make rational, logical sense that I'm teaching you right now. But if you're balanced, if you're true, if you're authentic, you don't need to know or feel. You just surrender to the experience, which is the hardest to do. The hardest to do is understand that we are interconnectedly, interdependently surrendering to life. I know it doesn't make sense. It's not practical. It's not gonna get you to feel satisfied. It's not a method to give you what you're thinking. It's not gonna give you what you want. Figuring it out. I know it's probably just an insight, wisdom. It's not knowledge. How can I turn this for you into more practical things that you can start applying? I don't. And that is the beauty of it. I do not get to teach you how. I only provide you the invitation to go within, to get in touch with yourself, either by closing your eyes, focusing on your breath, start closing your mouth, or opening your mouth more often, start listening more often, or finally, just start figuring out your own life. I'm not here to save you. You are here to save yourself. Everything that I've taught you has only brought you a reflection that you can accept. I know it's hard. It took me a long time. It took me a lot of suffering. And up until now, I thought someone was going to save me. But there's no one coming to save you. You get to save yourself, and that is the beauty of it. Take me as an example, as a way to bring you something. You can choose what to accept from everything that I told you. But when you choose, enjoy it. Choose enjoy to surrender. Whatever you enjoy is because it's in the process of joy. It is literally in joy. So whatever you choose in your life, enjoy it because you're surrendering to that experience. See, if you always had everything that you wanted, you wouldn't be thinking about missed opportunities, or is this the right one, or can I afford it? You'd actually be thinking about, do I truly need, want, or desire this experience? Does it truly align with who I am, with my path moving forward, with my vision, with my values? Does it align with me, with who I am? Ask yourself those questions. You are here to enjoy this beautiful experience. Life is beautiful, and it can be like literally scrolling through Amazon. You go through your experiences and you look at everything, you listen to everything, you smell everything, you literally speak creation. But you choose what you buy. And instead of buying it, what you accept. You choose what to accept and what to let go. If there's something in your if there's something in your if there is something in your life that is happening to you, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. And you choose to accept that. You can accept to choose a possibility, or you can let it go. For example, maybe you don't like this type of content. Maybe you don't like that I don't edit my videos. Maybe you don't like that I only have a whiteboard teaching you everything that I know. Maybe you don't like that. And I'm okay with that. It's not about what you want. It's about what you want to accept. Choose. Do you accept me teaching you in this way, in this format? If you don't, let me go. I'll teach you, not through this body, but through your own life experience. That's why I tell you, get in touch. I'm only a body, energy that is flowing through this body. You don't need me. You don't need anything outside of yourself. All you need is yourself and the confidence to understand that you are the creator. Finally, that's what this podcast for truth is about. Is about unlocking more people into becoming the creator. I'm here for it. I'm here for you. And you are here for me. We're all in this together. But the beauty of it is you are all alone. The more solitude you embrace, accept, and love, the more you will connect with yourself, and the more you will connect with other people from a place of love, from a full cup. The more self-love you have, the more love you can give and receive. That is all. That is all for now. I love you in me. And you are the best possible reflection you can ever be. Accept yourself. You're doing the best that you can. But save yourself. Don't wait for anybody to save you. You are the creator. Now, subscribe to this channel if you like the idea of what I'm trying to create. I'm here to speak truth. Welcome to the podcast for truth, my vehicle to spread the words of truth with a capital T. Subscribe, post bell notifications on so you get every video that I spread out for you. Also, like the video. YouTube algorithm loves that. If you stayed up until here, you truly trust me. So I'm gonna leave my Instagram down below so you can follow me there. And I'm also gonna leave you a piece of advice that I want to give you. I want to give you a surprise, a secret. There's something that I want to give to you. Check that link below. You'll get something in transaction for something else. You'll see. Just wait. Finally, comment down below. I want your feedback. I want to know, what do you think about what I said? Is it crazy to think that it's true? Is it true? Finally, who are you? I'm here to support that version of you. Thank you. That is all.